हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू स्टोरी अंडरलाइन। आज हम बात करेंगे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक जिसका नाम है साइमन कमीशन एंड नेहरू रिपोर्ट। सो आइए शुरू करते हैं। इंडियन स्टैट्यूटरी कमीशन अपॉइंटेड according to Government of India Act 1919. The act said a commission would be appointed 10 years from the date, that is 1919, to check the progress and suggest new steps. On November 8, 1927, all-white 7-member Simon Commission was set up under Stanley, Prime Minister, and Secretary of State of India, Lord Birkenhead. On 3rd February 1928, the commission landed. Why early date? इसका मतलब है जैसे कि 1919 एक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग 10 ईयर्स के बाद जो कमीशन अपॉइंट होने वाली थी वो पहले ही अपॉइंट हो गई ऑन नवंबर 1927. So why earlier? Though constitutional reform were due only in 1929, but the conservative government, the present power, feared defeat by Labour Party. Failure of 1919 Act to create a stable imperial power also led to several parliamentary reports and inquiries. That includes Lee Commission on Raj's failure to recruit enough British officials, Mudiman Commission, Linlithgow Commission on Indian agricultural crisis. Now let's talk about Indian response to Simon Commission. Exclusion of Indians from Commission angered public, and that foreigners would discuss and decide upon India's fitness for self-government. It seemed to be violation of principle of self-determination and insult to self-respect of Indians. Madras Session 1927 under M.A. Ansari decided to boycott the commission at every stage and every form. On the other hand, Nehru succeeded in getting a resolution passed declaring complete independence as the goal of Congress. What about the other groups? Liberals of Hindu Mahasabha and majority factions of Muslim League under Jinnah supported the Congress. Who did not boycotted the commission? Unionists in Punjab and Justice Party in South decided not to boycott the commission. बात करते हैं public response की. The day commission landed, a countrywide hartal and mass rallies were organized. There were black flag demonstrations and slogan of Simon go back. बात करते हैं यूथ की. The new generation of youth got their first taste of political action, giving it a militant flavor. It provided a fertile ground for germination and spread of new radical ideas of socialism. It was reflected in emergence of new groups that includes Punjab Naujawan Bharat Sabha, Hindustani Seva Dal. Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose emerged as leader of this new wave of the youth. Now let's talk about impact of Simon Commission on national movement. It gave stimulus to radical forces demanding not just complete independence but also major socio-economic reforms on socialist lines. Challenge of Lord Birkenhead to Indian politicians to produce an agreed constitution accepted by various political sections. ये तो possible नहीं था, and by the time the report came out, it was no longer relevant. बात करते हैं what were the recommendations of Simon Commission. Report came in May 1930. It proposed abolition of hierarchy and established representative government in provinces which should be given autonomy. Governor with discretionary powers in relation to internal security and administrative power to protect different communities. Number of provincial legislative council should be increased. Indian army should be Indianized, though British forces must be retained. It recommended separate communal electorate but only wanted tension between Hindus and Muslims. It rejected parliamentary responsibility at the center and accepted the idea of federalism but not in near future. NWFP and Balochistan should get local legislature and right to be represented at the center. Sindh should be separated from Bombay and Burma should be separated from India. बात करते हैं हमारे second topic की, that is Nehru report. It was answer to Lord Birkenhead's challenge. Challenge was to produce an agreed constitution accepted by various political sections. On February 1928, all-party conference was held and it appointed subcommittee under Motilal Nehru to draft a constitution. Committee included Tej Bahadur Sapru, Subhash Chandra Bose, M.S. Aini, Mangal Singh as its member. It favored dominion status as basis of constitution. Muslim League, Hindu Mahasabha, Sikh found Nehru report unsatisfactory. Younger sections led by J.L. Nehru and Subhash Bose regarded the idea of dominion status as a step backward. Jinnah, on behalf of Muslim League, proposed 3 amendments to the report. First, residual power to provinces, reservation to Muslims in Bengal and Punjab, 1/3 representation to Muslim in central legislature. Nehru report was approved and younger elements led by J.L. Nehru, Subhash Bose, Satyamurthy expressed their dissatisfaction with dominion status as goal. याद रखें, इधर J.L. Nehru है और जो रिपोर्ट आई थी it was under Motilal Nehru. Instead, they demanded Congress to adopt Purna Swaraj or complete independence as its goal. Older leaders like Gandhi and Motilal suggested that 2 years grace period should be given to government to accept their demands. Later, under pressure from younger elements, period was reduced to 1 year. If the government did not respond to Congress demand, the Congress would demand not only complete independence but also it will launch CDM, that is Civil Disobedience Movement. J.L. Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose jointly set up Independence of India League. याद रखें, Nehru and Bose jointly set up Independence of India League. What were the recommendations of Nehru report? Dominion status on the lines of self-governing dominations as the form of government, rejection of separate electorate, instead demand for joint electorates with reservation of seats for Muslims at the center and in provinces where they were in minority with right to contest additional seats. It was not applicable in Punjab and Bengal. It recommended linguistic provinces, 19 fundamental rights like universal adult suffrage, right to form unions, responsible government at the center and in provinces, Indian Parliament at the center with 500 members called House of Representatives, Provincial Council to have 5 years tenure, protection to cultural and religious interest of Muslims, complete disassociation of state from religion. Drafting began enthusiastically, but communal differences crept in and the Nehru report got involved in controversy. What is Delhi proposal of Muslim League? In December 1927, Muslim League session was held at Delhi. It evolved proposal for their demand to be incorporated into draft. Madras session of INC was held in 1927. The proposal, that is Delhi proposal of Muslim League, was accepted. That includes joint electorates instead of separate electorates, 1/3 representation to Muslim in Central Legislative Assembly, representation to Muslims in Punjab and Bengal in proportion to their population, formation of 3 new Muslim majority provinces, that is Sindh, Baluchistan and NWFP. बात करते हैं हिंदू महासभा. तो it opposed the proposal of new Muslim majority provinces and reservation of seats for Muslim. Strictly demanded unitary structure. What were the concessions made in Nehru report to Hindu communalist? Joint electorate proposed everywhere but reservation of Muslim only where they were in minority. Sindh to be detached from Bombay only after dominion status was granted. Residual power rested with center. Jinnah's 14-point March 1929 became the basis of all future propaganda of Muslim League. It includes residual powers to provinces, no constitutional amendment without concurrence of provinces, representation of Muslims in every provinces, services, 1/3 representation in center, etc. etc. इसका PDF आपको मेरे टेलीग्राम चैनल पर मिल जाएगा. मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो पे, तब तक के लिए ऑल द बेस्ट. थैंक यू.